I don't understand.
I asked him some questions. I didn't like his answers.
I don't understand. He wasn't cooperative. Alex said something about an ambrosia shipment. So they just disappeared? We don't know their location? You just gonna stay here? Why'd they bring you back to New York? UNATCO pulled you out? Which triad was UNATCO targeting? I want to hear what happened. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. I'm used to being on my own. General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor. I can't believe what the NSF did to your family. My parents died in a car accident. That's different. That sounds fine. Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir, I can't carry anything else right now. Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed? Someone at UNATCO's a thief? A smart lockpick is always handy. Can you spare a nanotech tech tool? Just give me ammo. Right. How you guys holding up? I do my best. Thanks. I won't let you down. When due process fails us, we really do live in a world of terror. Guess so. Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster? It's good to finally see some action. Hold on. I can't carry anything else right now. I used necessary force. They crossed the line by going into the statue. I didn't know UNATCO handled the ambrosia distribution. Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster? The leader surrendered. So they were after ambrosia. I can't speak for command, but I'm going to clean the place out. We're taking a minimum force approach. We're cops, after all. I'll take the scope for 700. 200 for 10mm ammo? Sounds good. Some 10mm ammo would be great, but I don't have 200.
Here's 60 for the tranquilizer darts. Even 60 credits for tranquilizer darts is more than I have.
I'll check back with you later. Where are you taking it? You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea. Except send you back to the people in a body bag. Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse. Just answer the question. Do you have a single fact to back that up? So, I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNATCO will not be as forbearing as I am. We will locate that shipment one way or another. That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
The crossbow. Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown. Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. I like to pick him off from a distance. I'll take the rifle. What are my orders when I reach the command center? I'll see how it looks on shore. I get the idea. What's the first move? Great. What's the first move? All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware.
What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. I've heard a little bit about the shipment. Yes, what were they after? So those guys were NSF? No thanks. So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers? Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF off your back. Exterminate? What about the rest of the shipment? Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
I'd take the 30-06 ammo if I had 300. Here's 300. Give me the 30-06 ammo.
My vision is augmented. I'd take the 10mm clip if only I had 175. Just give me the next objective. I can take out a booby trap. I'm ready. Nothing we can't handle with a few EMP grenades. They had hostages down there. I don't have the 700 for the scope. It's been a pleasure, Agent. I hope we can work together again. I can't carry anything else right now. You mechs might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain, but I've got nerves of steel. I'm learning as I go.
UNATCO agent. How does a little boy get mixed up with the NSF?
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's ambrosia shipment?
Yeah? What kind of boxes? Thanks. Maybe I'll check that out. Sorry, I don't have any food. You can have this soy food. Sorry, kid. Want this candy bar? Sorry, kid.
Hey, you're the guy I talked to at the Underworld bar, right? The one asking for beer. Let's go. Hold on. Tell me what you know about the NSF operation. You with Philbin? Excuse me. You said they immunized you against the Grey Death in the military? You think it's a bioweapon? Heard you say you were in Squalnamy. You're lucky. A lot of good people never made it back. Hold on. I've got to drop something.
Excuse me? Hi, I'm in charge of law enforcement on this block. You doing all right? Do you know what they're doing in this neighborhood? Maybe I'll look into it. You take care of yourself.
Don't mention it. I can't pay. I don't have the money.
On second thought, hold on. I can't carry anything else right now.
All I can afford is a med kit. I want the full program. Never mind. Sure. No thanks.
You better get out of here, Mr. Renton. We have a situation with the NSF outside. You better get out of here, Mr. Renton. Terrorists have taken cover inside the hotel. Yeah, you can have your hotel back. My brother Paul's heading up the operation. The NSF won't have New York for long. You all right, Mr. Renton? Yeah. How's your daughter? Is she somewhere safe? Yeah. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good. I'll check it out. How's your daughter? Is she somewhere safe? I'll check it out. By the way, I saw your daughter down the street. She didn't look so good. Tonight's a bad night to be on the streets. I'll take a look around. Sure. She's mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her. I took care of a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her. I ran off a thug who was harassing her, but she's still mixed up in some pretty nasty business. You better talk to her. I'll tell her she can trust you. Yeah, I think you're gonna be okay. I'll check it out. I saw your daughter Sandra down the block. She didn't look so good. I took care of the generator. How's the raid going? Did something go wrong? What's the problem? Slow down. Who's Johnny? I was just back there. I'll go see what I can do. I think your friend is gonna be alright. I gave him a good scare. I don't know, but if he gives you any more trouble, just tell me. What can you tell me about his boss, Jojo? Maybe I'll straighten him out as well. Thanks.
You've been very helpful. He's on his back in the alley. Maybe I'll cap his ass, too. Thanks. Listen, if you see Johnny, tell him I want my 200 credits back. I tried to buy your friend a reprieve, but he sold me an hour with you instead. Nothing. But I've got work to do.
I have some bad news. Your friend in the alley, I did what I could. Are you talking about the girl in the alley? I have some bad news.
50 for the darts is a good deal, but I don't have it. A ship?
I'll give you 50 for the darts.
What was Paul's assignment in Hong Kong? Lead the way. I don't have any liquor on me. I'm sure plenty of bureaucrats fly out there. Not likely. A pilot? What do you fly? Surveillance is a very distributed technology. To centralize it in one large facility would be very unusual. Even for the UN. You can have this beer. Never mind. You can have this bottle of liquor. Never mind. You can have this bottle of wine. Never mind. Know anything that's worth the price of a beer? What kind of chopper pilot starts work at midnight?
Why do you ask? I didn't know UNATCO hired pilots. Mind if I ask you a few questions? You mean that guy smuggler across the street? I don't have any liquor. Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about an illicit power generator. Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about a warehouse with an illicit generator. Yeah, so? You can have this beer. Never mind. You can have this bottle of liquor. Never mind. You can have this bottle of wine. Never mind. Sorry. Regulations prevent me from talking to the press. I really can't be bothered right now. How about I ask you a few questions? Just answer the question. In a democracy, armed rebellion is criminal, not political. I'd call it civil unrest. Heard anything about a secret NSF power generator? What do you know about the NSF?
What's it like to stand around revving your actuators while the more advanced units complete the mission? No thanks. I'll take the 10mm clip for 175.
I'm broke. You work here, you must know the area. Heard of an old warehouse with an illegal power generator? You work here, you must know the area. Heard of anyone hiding a large generator? Where's that? I'd like to check it out. Sounds like a good place to start. I'm in the business. A beer, please. I'll take a candy bar. How about a soda? Never mind. Sure. That's some heavy augmentation. No thanks. Can you tell me anything specific? Here you go. Do you have a place to stay? Speedboats. Is that how the NSF get their supplies? Interesting. Clever boy. It's the least I could do. You don't look that bad. Tell me what you know about the NSF. How about some soy food? You don't look that bad. Tell me what you know about the NSF. All I have is a candy bar. You don't look that bad. Tell me what you know about the NSF. Sorry, I don't have any food. UNATCO. Did you catch the name of the street? Anything interesting? That's very helpful. Thanks. UNATCO policy is clear. No negotiation. You try for a rescue, and if it works, it works. I don't need you second-guessing me. What's the situation here? What about the EMP field? Glad I could help. I'll question some of the locals. Maybe I'll start with the tavern. Why'd you have to clear the street? Maybe I'll do that, just like the movies. Second floor, right? Whatever you say. I'm ready. I'm carrying too much equipment. Hold on while I make room. Not yet. I want the 200 back. I don't have that much. I'm not interested. I gave you the money. Now give me the girl. I want Sandra. 5 seconds. 3, 1. How much to take the lady off your hands for an hour? Leave her alone or I'll have your ass picked up for pandering. You've got 10 seconds to beat it before I add you to the list of NSF casualties. Never mind. Deal. Forget it.
No, sir. Friendly fire?
How's it look on the street? The fighting. Is it heavy? Hostages? Yeah, thanks. We're looking for an illegal power generator in this area. Can you help me out? Do you remember the name of the street? That helps a little. Thanks. The street's quieted down. I don't have that kind of money. Sure, forget it. Sucks to get backed into a corner. Smuggler, your father asked me to look for you. He'd like you to come home. Who's this Jojo? I've been hearing about this punk Jojo. I'll straighten him out if you can tell me where to find him. Warehouse? The park? Where UNATCO has the NSF pinned down? Looks like the fighting in the park has died down. Tell you what, I'll handle Jojo. You stay out of the way until the NSF have pulled back. Tell you what, I'll handle Jojo. You get home so your father won't have to worry. I talked to your father. He asked me to invite you back home. No strings attached. You could at least let your father know you're alright. You mad at him or something? He doesn't do such a bad job. I think you should be more grateful for what he's done. Let's leave it at that. Earlier you said something about the smuggler. Don't you have some place to go? I think I know your father. He runs the ton, right? I have some bad news. He died during a shootout in the hotel. My brother has a room in the hotel. I'm sorry. It's true. Your father's dead. You mentioned a smuggler. What's he sell? Weapons? Drugs? You know smuggler? What can you tell me about him? That's exactly what I wanted to know. Yeah, bad card to draw no matter which side of it you were on. The doc said you're done. Now move out. You should be more appreciative. By helping you, this gentleman risks his own health. He said leave. Don't make me use force. I'm sorry. I can't kill you. Go to a public clinic. They can do something for the pain. You have the gray death? Perfectly fine. Just making sure everyone's safe. I'm completely broke myself. Here you go. Here you go. Sorry. Open up. I'm a federal agent. Open up. Bloodshot. I have my equipment, but I'll stop by the med center and come back. I'll take a med kit. Just take cover. I'm with UNATCO. As soon as I open the train doors, I need you to be ready to run on board. I've had a checkup already, but I'll see Carter and come back. Yes, sir. Sir, I'm a UNATCO agent. As soon as I open the train doors, I need you both to be ready to run on board. You alright? Why were the NSF holding the station? Were they transporting any heavy supplies? Barrels? Precious indeed. They just gave up a half a dozen lives for a couple of minutes. What? You'll be caught in the crossfire. I have to order you to leave the building. Yeah, sure. Hand him over. Just going up to my brother's room. I'm your specialist. Just tell me where the hostages are being held. Carry on, Corporal. There were a couple of NSF on the second floor. I took care of the situation. Doing fine. You guys can relax. Dead. But I played by the book. No deals with terrorists. Not all of them made it, but I played by the book. No deals with terrorists. You have the plague? You live in a tunnel? Where's that window you were talking about? So Ambrosia's being sold on the street. Sorry to hear that. I thought Ambrosia was an urban legend. I don't know what to say. You just have to do what you think is right. Just curious. I thought I heard you say Ambrosia. Tell me where you plan to get Ambrosia, or I'll make sure you're arrested on conspiracy charges. So the NSF took a shipment of the Ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it. Can I ask a question? I'm looking around for a power generator, possibly hidden, large enough to power a building. I just need to find it. How do I get over there? Thanks for the tip. Know where I can find some weapons? Smuggler. Already met him. Clear, sir. I'm serious. I want you to tell me what you know about the stolen Ambrosia. A refreshing change from the academy, sir. Don't worry. I'll check it out. Oh, you must be Janie. I tried to buy your friend a reprieve, but instead he sold me an hour with you. I was told to report for a debriefing. I chose to focus on the primary objective. Reporting for duty, sir. He surrendered. He's an unarmed prisoner. UNATCO policy protects him. My pleasure. So he's holding something back. The reason UNATCO transferred him back to the States. Yeah? Simons. You guys from D.C.? What agency? The water line should be open now. Now can you tell me about the NSF? How do I get there? Great. I'm glad I can help you out. Where's that? You mean those valves in the tunnel that was caved in? I was just exploring. Can you tell me something about the NSF? I hear the NSF are using the Mole People hideout as a base. I work for UNATCO. Tough break. You tell me about the NSF and I'll put in a word with the city about the water. I don't have much time. Clearing a tunnel. That would require explosives. I'm looking for more information on the NSF. Can you help me out? Thanks. Maybe I'll pay him a visit. What's that? Actually, I'd rather hear whether you know anything about the thug that goes by the name of Jojo. I can think of safer places to camp. After all the fighting tonight, the NSF are hiding out with the Mole People. I need to contact the NSF. Think you could tell me how to find the moles? It's a matter of national security. Underworld. Thanks. Zizzy. It's imperative that I find the NSF hideout. Anonymous. Just tell me how to find the NSF. You Curly? I heard you have the code to the phone booth in the subway. Underworld is the password. A guy sent me to talk to you. You're Curly, right? Like I said, I have nothing to say. Why the name Mole People? On second thought, I don't need your help. I heard someone found a box of lambs down here. Now maybe you can calm down for a second and tell me what you know about the NSF. Now maybe you can calm down for a second and tell me how to get to the Mole People hideout. And the code. I'm from out of town. I hear the NSF are operating around here somewhere. Know anything about it? Charlie says you sell explosives. How much? How much? Pretty steep for second-hand goods. Already dead. Just another parasite. I got rid of the dealer downstairs. Just a second. I'm too loaded down right now. I already dealt with that guy. Knocked him unconscious, flat on his back. I used as much force as the situation required. You trying to lecture me on tactics? I got rid of the dealer downstairs. Knocked him unconscious, flat on his back. I'll take the lamb for $750. If I had $750, I'd take it. I'll take out the drug dealer. I'll think about it. What is it? You call yourselves rooks? I'll keep that in mind. Right. The weapons dealer. Looks like you've been overrun by NSF. Anything recently? Where were they headed? Some of the terrorists actually live down here? I'll have a talk with them. You won't have to worry about the NSF for much longer. We've met already. He's an accountant or something. I don't think he'll give you any trouble. We met already. He was somewhat cooperative, but I had to take him down. I don't think you have to worry about the NSF for a while. I already took care of that guy. You have a problem? A bomb's a bad choice for close-range combat. What kind of bomb? Yeah. Let's see the lamb. Hope it lasts. Make it last. I killed homeboy out by the tracks. You looking to trade? No Zyme. Sorry. I'm a little loaded down. Hold on while I drop something. Suppose I could part with a vial of Zyme if you'll give me the lamb. Tough luck. You work for the NSF? You got that right. UNATCO will have a team here in a few minutes. You believe that? You better step away from the jet. Your boss is my next objective. Blackmail of the U.S. government could not possibly escape the notice of the United Nations. Are you kidding? The UN's about the only chance we've got these days. If the U.S. spirals into another civil war, is that so? How about you tell me where that shipment is being taken? Let's get back to the subject of the missing vaccine. The governments of the world believe an average citizen should not face the threat of terrorism alone. 350 million fortresses is not my idea of the land of the free. Sorry, Mr. Carter, I can't tell you how great it is to be a part of UNATCO. You should have seen the fighting in Castle Clinton. I cleaned the place out. I never thought I'd see this much action in one mission. I'm getting the impression that UNATCO is focused more on military operations than law enforcement. The only way Anna would have been satisfied is if I'd executed every terrorist in Castle Clinton. The standing order seems to be shoot to kill. Civilized. That's the word. I guess I was expecting a little more class from the world's anti-terrorist organization. I can't carry anything else right now. Hold on. Yes, sir. Agent Navarra said something about wanting to exterminate the terrorists in Castle Clinton, so I skipped that objective. I can't work with someone like her. Tell me what you know about the Ambrosia shipment. The Mole People say the Ambrosia came through here an hour ago. Restroom. I'm looking for an airfield. This better not be a joke. Just tell me where it is. You at the NSF? Well, you take care of yourself. Sounds like you served God admirably in the Northwest War. But maybe you should let a soldier from the younger generation take the clips off your hands. What do you want for him? Wait a minute. I can't carry anything else right now. I'll take both of them for 600. Here's 300 for one clip. 300 for a 30-06 clip? Sorry. I'm pretty broke right now. I'll check back with you later. Agent Denton, at your service. Doing my best, sir. Forgive me, but I do not believe I know your name. What's that? Keep him. Those things save lives. Well, I took out his boss. I hope that changes his mind. He got me to disobey orders. I don't know what to think anymore. He thinks he has proof of a conspiracy. You think he's right? Agent Navarro was out of line. I had no choice. Neither did I. He sure caused his share of trouble. I don't know what to think anymore. What do you know about the NSF? Don't have any Zyme. I said you're out of luck. Where'd they go? Who? Anyone still have one? Anyone else? Take a vial. I hear someone found a box of lambs down here. Hold on. I can't carry anything else right now. Just what I heard. Seems that other people aren't so lucky. The junkies. You want to set a price? Let's try some word association. First word. Ambrosia. I'll take a vial of Zyme. Out of cash. Sorry. What do you know about a gang called the Rooks? Tell me what you've heard about the NSF. Know where I can find the mole people? I'm with UNATCO. Start talking. Maybe later. I'm looking for the mole people. I don't need a place to camp. How do I find them? Standard procedure, it appears. I'm sure we can count on you. Some bad news. Agent Navarra beat you to it. Yeah, well, there was shooting on the 747. I didn't see what happened. Maybe Anna beat you to it. Some bad news. I already took him out. Hey, about my brother. Don't you think we should give Paul a chance to explain himself? He's been with UNATCO for years. Thanks again for the key. A real patriot. The goal of UNATCO is not conquest. It's the safety of ordinary people like yourself. Sorry I didn't need your help on the island. I hope it wasn't a wasted trip. Thanks again for that key. I don't understand. What did I do? Yeah, well, when you stand toe-to-toe with a terrorist, the goal of UNATCO is not conquest. It's the safety of ordinary people like yourself. Slow down. Execute who? Sorry. He didn't cooperate. Who's asking? Sorry, I don't have that kind of money. We think they're loading the Ambrosia onto a plane. You heard anything about that? Lebedev. Since when is LaGuardia for sale? Who does he buy off? Who? The NSF are allied with the mole people? I think I talked to the guy. He said the NSF were hiding out with the moles. Are they allies? Aiding and sympathizing. Just as bad as being a terrorist yourself, in my opinion. I already found the underground, but thanks. I already got the code to the phone booth, but thanks. 1,000 for where I can find the code to the phone booth. I'm not interested. Sure. 500 for where I can find the code to the phone booth. I'm not interested. How do you know anything about the feds? Gotta get rid of some gear. Hold on. I'm about to pull out. Maybe you should talk to one of the troopers. Here's 400 for the recoil weapon mod. If only I had 400, I'd take the recoil weapon mod. I'll take the shotgun shells for 300. 300 for shotgun shells sounds good, but I'll have to dig up some cash. Maybe later. I was pursuing the primary objective. I thought you needed help with that EMP field. Thanks for the help out there. We'll get well soon, soldier. Looks pretty bad down here. The NSF aren't kidding around. How you holding up? You've got a lot in your hands. Don't beat yourself up over faulty equipment. Yeah? I give up. What boxes? I believe you. I was just over there myself. Yeah, well, I'd stay away from that room for a while. It's not too pretty in there. It's true. Paul's been working for the NSF. Coalition will recover. I'm not so worried about the coalition. I'm ready. Let's move out. Give me a minute to look around. Thank you, sir. Who is that you were meeting with? Yes, sir. I won't let you down again. Do you mind if I ask? Who is that you were meeting with? I'd hoped to turn up some information at the warehouse, but I didn't even learn who was running the place. I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse. What about the shipment? What went wrong? I can't believe that. Paul's a good agent. I believe it. In Hell's Kitchen, he was pushing restraint, when clearly I had no alternative but to use lethal force. I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas. Has it been located? Where should I start? I'll check out the subways. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can explain. Yes, sir. All right. We're alone. If you have proof of a conspiracy, let's hear it. What? We're assuming control of the airfield. The vaccine will be returned to the international authorities. He makes his own decisions. If you know something, just tell me. UNATCO has briefed me on my augmentations. Get to the point. That's a pretty big claim. Your proof? You expect me to believe there's a group of people powerful enough to control the United Nations? If you know something, just tell me. Sounds like a picture-perfect description of the NSF. The supply is limited. That doesn't mean there's a conspiracy. Go on. Why tell me all this? Yeah? Who says? Some gangbanger. Maybe you should think about going back to school. I have to drop something. Hold on. Just give me the lamb, punk. I want more. Either your life is worth more than a lamb, or it's not worth living. Thank you, sir. I took out the dealer downstairs. Loyalty to what Simons and agents like you have made of UNATCO? I would rather die. How's life on the outside? What are you working on? Synthetic myelin? I see. I was hoping I'd run into that punk. I think you'll be happier without that guy around. I was hoping I'd run into that punk. I think you'll be happier without that guy around. I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get moving. This is terrible. You did your best. She just got mixed up with the wrong crowd. I wish there was something more I could say. What's the trouble? I can straighten him out. Just tell me where he is. He's just a punk. I'll take care of it. I'm not carrying anything you could use effectively. Besides, it's against the law for civilians to carry weapons. Be careful with that. You can have my pistol. That'll keep you safe. I would rather not arm a civilian. You can have my stealth pistol. That'll keep you safe. I would rather not arm a civilian. You could have my sawed-off shotgun. That'll keep you safe. I would rather not arm a civilian. You can have my knife. That'll keep you safe. I would rather not arm a civilian. You can have my mini crossbow. That'll keep you safe. I would rather not arm a civilian. Another peacekeeping occupation? I surrender. Here comes your chance to be a hero. Guess you guys found each other. Get everybody patched up? Get everybody patched up? Never felt better. I took a few hits this time. Nothing I can't treat myself. Thanks. Yes, sir. I'm grateful for that. I just wish we'd found out sooner. Is a few liters going to be enough? I can't carry anything else right now. Maybe later. Thanks. Paul said UNATCO uses the ambrosia supply to influence national governments. What do you think about that? He makes some sense. I spared his boss, Juan Lebedev. He makes some sense. I ignored the mission objective of killing his boss, Juan Lebedev, but Agent Navarra intervened. I didn't talk to him yet. He boxed my ears. No big deal. He gave me one more chance. I'm on my way to Hong Kong. Yeah, he tried to recruit me. I waxed his boss. Maybe he'll get the message. Hey, how about that med kit? Never mind. Still don't have room. I guess he got a better offer. I heard ambrosia. My orders are to go to Hong Kong. What's wrong? I'm in trouble. I'm trying to get to the subway. What guy? How do you know? Like I said before, I don't talk to the press. I wish I had an answer to that, but even if I did, it wouldn't be any of your business. What I want to know is how my boss found out that I talked to you. I think one of us told him. What makes you think I'm a cop? You some kind of journalist? I don't read the tabloids. I don't talk to the press. You tell me. What's going on? How about I interview you? Tell me what you've dug up on the raid. I'm the one asking the questions. Alright, forget it. I'll find out on my own. Who the hell are you? I live here. This hotel belongs to the Renton family. Alex already told me. Thanks. I'm out of money. Actually, I'm already pretty loaded down. I'll have to come back later. I'm not involved with any kind of raid. Tell me about this raid. Who are they after? Yeah? UNATCO's looking for him. He worked for the NSF. I already took care of that punk Jojo, if that's what you mean. Surprised? A bottle of booze, please. Can of soda, please. A candy bar, please. Nothing. But thanks. Thanks for the advice. It was good talking to you. Nothing. But thanks. Objectives complete, sir. I only wish to serve the Coalition to the best of my ability. Yes, sir. Activated... What? Can they really kill him? With the press of a button? Yes. Sorry about not killing Lebedev. He seemed worth interrogating. I guess that means I don't get the op bonus. I risked my life and I recovered the ambrosia. I deserve compensation. I try to do the best job I can. Yes, but I have some bad news about Agent Navarra. Lebedev. A surprise attack. Yes, sir. I'm not covering up for Paul, sir. Activated. What? I think I've proved myself. Can they really kill him? By pressing a button? Is Mr. Manderley available? I checked it out. Sorry, Paul. UNATCO isn't perfect, but I'm not a terrorist. Yeah, the offer still stands. If you want to go to Hong Kong. I suppose you already know who I am. Is this kill switch real? What's it going to do to you? Manderley said you're going to die. There's a chopper that can take us to Hong Kong. You know, Jock, I came to get you out of here. You've done what you can for the rebels. Let's go. And I suppose while I'm there you want me to encrypt the signal with the NSF transmitter. Bypass UNATCO SIGINT? I'll check out the facility, but I can't promise I'll help the terrorists. Be ready to leave for Hong Kong when I get back. Well, come on. I've heard talk about a police raid. Maybe they know you're here. Thanks. I can always use more hardware. Go on. I'm prepared to believe you. I killed Agent Navarra, and I'll join you against UNATCO, but I want proof. You sure you're alright? That they have this kind of power. You think they knew? They would never have agreed to anything like a kill switch. Your NSF buddy Lebedev says our parents were employees of the United Nations. Your buddy Chad should have received the signal. Come on. UNATCO's after both of us. I have a question about Simons. The instant I sent the signal, he ordered the troopers to hunt us down. Why does FEMA have authority over UNATCO? I thought FEMA was a domestic agency for flood relief and that sort of thing. Come on, out the window. We'll meet Jock in Battery Park. I can't just leave you here. I'm not going after anybody. Jojo Fine of the NSF? You can forget about Jojo. I left him on his back in the hotel. He's not going to be a problem anymore. You better stay here until the police say it's okay. Not so good. I don't know who to trust anymore. I think Manderley will. Manderley certainly does. Right, fine. I completed the mission objectives. Not if you pause for a second and think about who he was and what he stood for. Every war is the result of a difference of opinion. Maybe the biggest questions can only be answered by the greatest of conflicts. Hold on to that ammo. I'm already carrying too much gear. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Not yet, sir. I'll take the tranquilizer darts for the crossbow. I've been using a shotgun, sniper rifle, 30-06, a Gep rocket. What a shame. He was a good man. What a rotten way to die. I wish there was something more I could say. Do me a favor. Stay away from guys like that. Yeah? Sorry to hear that. Where you headed? Well, be careful. Maybe you should join your people. Anywhere underground would be safer than Battery Park. Anything for sale? So you heard that he went over to the NSF. Maybe I should prepare for the worst. What do you have for me? How do you know my name? Yeah, he's in some trouble. Like what? Paul and I have to leave the city. Can you help us out? Paul's dead.
I'm trying to get out of the city. Can you help me out? I stepped on a few toes at UNATCO. Can you help me out? What do you have? I'll give you $2,400 for the range mod. I'd offer $2,400 for the range mod, but I'm low on cash. How about you give me the napalm canister for $2,250? I'd give you $2,250 for the napalm if I wasn't broke. Sell me the extended clip for $1,500. If I had $1,500, I'd make an offer on the extended clip. Not interested. I'll take the range mod for $800. $800's a bargain on the range mod, but I'm low on cash. Here's $750 for the napalm canister. I'd take the napalm for $750 if I had the cash. $500 for an extended clip? Sure, $500 for an extended clip sounds fair, but I don't have the money. Not interested. I guess I'll get used to it. Open up. I'm a federal agent. Open up. Bloodshot. Sure, maybe I'll introduce myself. Had to pack a few things. What's going on here? Probably had something to do with my two-faced brother. Can you tell me how to find the mole people? Sorry, don't you work down in Washington? Sounds like you wouldn't have much use for physical augmentations. But you're the director. You work behind a desk. What do you mean by overhaul? UNATCO was very effective this evening. We recaptured the shipment. Like who? Excuse my persistence. I'll wait for the memo. Hello, Daedalus. I hope my escape was entertaining to watch. You haven't been contacting me under an alias? Who else has access? Somebody cut the power to detention. Not as much as you're scaring me. Who's Daedalus? And why does he want to rescue me? You wouldn't want to take that chance. You sound sincere. Maybe you should quit UNATCO. You can track me down in Hong Kong. I'm going to contact Tracer Tong and help the resistance. Thanks, Daedalus. I think you've already stuck out your neck, Daedalus. She's a tough little woman. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for tuning in. I'll take care of Anna. Take your best shot, Flatlander woman. Haven't run into her. Take your best shot. You're early. I've got at least 20 hours left. I don't feel anything. What have you done with Paul? Yeah. How do you know who I am? My brother? Is he nearby? Do you know Paul? Did you know Paul? Do me a favor. Play dumb. They know enough already. Maybe you can slip out when I open the main doors. I would. Thank you very much. I was already there, but thanks. This thing is starting to give me a headache. I forgot to give Manderley my resignation. MIB's raided the apartment, but he's alive. He's going to slip out on his own. Yeah. MIB's raided the apartment. We're both going to have to locate a man called Tracer Tong. Paul's contact there. Jaime. Be careful. The one on the counter? Can your bots do the installation? Guess it will have to be a retirement gift. Do that, but be careful. You know what they do to spies. I'm going over to the Resistance. Why don't you join me? We could meet up in Hong Kong. Stay here. I could use an ally inside UNATCO. How do you know to meet me? A friend of yours? I wish he was coming with us. Can you put me in contact with Tracer Tong? Great. Let's go. I never had time to take the oath of service to the Coalition. How about this one? I swear not to rest until UNATCO is free of you and the other crooked bureaucrats who've perverted its mission. We'll see about that. Stay close. Wait here. Make a break for it. I never worked for the NSF, but my brother did. I think he was captured too. Good. Maybe I can find him. I never worked for the NSF, but my brother did. Are you sure? It can't be. Yeah, I'll take the medkit. I'm pretty loaded up. Hold on while I drop some gear. Sure, come on. I'd rather that you wait here. Just slip out. I'll handle the guards. It's about time they implemented some of this stuff. Paul! Are you alright? What are they doing to you? I hate to interfere with science, but we don't have much time to get you to Tracer Tong. You sure? Alright, but you better make it. Alright, but you better make it. By the way, be on the lookout for Anna. She came by the cell block. Interesting. I guess mechs have us beat on one count. Thanks for the tip. General Carter, I've discovered some things about UNATCO. Walton Simon's the head of FEMA. I'm going over to the rebels. You should join me. What good's an honest soldier if he can be ordered to behave like a terrorist? By the way, I found out who around here is the thief. I'll do that. Great. Have anything for me? Carry on with your banking. I'm just taking one last look at the old place. Amazing if you think about it. All the hours I spent dreaming about working here. All the heroic fantasies when really this place is just a cinder block bunker with a carpet. Something wrong? Really, as long as you stay out of the way, I don't have any reason to hurt you. I'm the last person who's gonna bust you for stealing. What'd you take? Anything I could use? Remember. Hush, hush. Wait a minute. I've got to drop some gear. Give me one of the scrambler grenades for $12.50. $12.50 for a scrambler grenade? I don't even have enough for one. I'll take two for $2,500. I'll give you $37.50 for all three. I'll pass. Trouble with the bots? I know a thing or two about bots. Why don't you give me the security login and I'll see what I can do. So, you gonna sound the alarm? Sounds like fun. Thanks. Wait a minute. I'm pretty loaded down. Let me drop something. Maybe somebody hacked the security system and tinkered with its programming. Here's $500. Tell me the security login. Wish I had $500. I'd sure like that security login. I'll take the 7.62 ammo for $600. 7.62 ammo for $600? A little beyond my means right now. Give me the accuracy weapon mod for $750. $750 for the accuracy mod is more than I have. I'll check back with you later. Figured he was your type. A real hard ass. Well, since that makes you my new boss, take a long look at Manderley's dead body. Consider that my resignation. I don't have time to write a letter. I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue. As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
I learned a few things about your captors. They were henchmen for a secret organization called Majestic 12. Conspirators. They want to take over the government. I must be some kind of standard, the yeast cell of the 21st century. Does that mean I'm immune? Why don't I have any symptoms? I took out that reporter Joe Green. I don't like people who ask a lot of questions. I didn't expect the kitchen to be under martial law. You still on the dole at UNATCO? Right, the Illuminati. I need to find one of their leaders, Stanton Dowd. A load of plague virus is on its way to New York. How do you know who I am? Which side? Right, the Illuminati. I need to find one of their leaders, Stanton Dowd. A load of plague virus is on its way to New York. The same corporation that makes ambrosia also manufactures the virus. Quite convenient. The virus came over in a super freighter previously owned by Dowd. I was hoping Dowd could tell me where the freighter would unload. Osgood and Sons. The reporter? Are you sure? Already took care of him. I don't like people who ask a lot of questions.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
I'm ready. Hold on. I'll be back in a minute. I'll raid the armory at the shipyard. Let's go. Wait here. I'll be right back.
Big story at the clinic? Maybe they think you're talking about the food of the gods. I just need to find him. I just talked to him. I was wondering if you had an opinion. I'm asking the questions. Just tell me what you know. Alright, forget it. Do you know him or not? Don't believe everything you read. There's talk that you're a spy. You tell me. I'll take that as a denial. Something newsworthy about the clinic tonight? Not if you were undercover. You some kind of journalist? I don't have the plague. Joe Green. I heard that you're a spy. I'll take that as a denial. Could be. Hey, you're a reporter. Heard the name Stanton Dowd? Could be. I just want to hear your side of the story. You aren't a reporter at all. You work for UNATCO. A private matter. Know where I can find him? Gunther. Sorry, I'm broke. Give me something to drink. I'll have one of those candy bars. Heard the name Stanton Dowd? Never mind. I'm broke. You out here because of martial law? I didn't know they were using Marines. She left town. Some bad news. I think she's dead. What's FEMA doing handing out travel papers? They brought in their own staff? Used to be. Thanks. I'll see what I can find out. I would too. Maybe I'll check it out for you. I'm sure FEMA has a good reason for the tight security. Hi, Sandra. Too bad about the hotel. I guess UNATCO shot it up pretty bad. They aren't the only ones. Think you'll be able to salvage the place? Yeah. What did he look like? You're Gilbert Renton's daughter, right? You work at the Ton. I know. And people keep hanging around the bar like nothing's happened. I'm impressed. Know that Marine at the bar? Is that Marine really a friend of yours? Think I can trust him? Thanks. Have anything you want to sell? Anything you say. I need your help. I've located a supply of the virus that causes Gray Death. A freighter at the Brooklyn Naval Shipyard. Conspirators. Some in the government, some out. Help me scuttle it. You have any extra lambs or rockets? A few lambs at weld points. They probably want to overwhelm the government with an epidemic so that it'll be easier to seize power. I think we can expect Walton Simons to make a grab for power one way or another. A Marine from the shipyard told me that FEMA's involved. Guess they've gone from fixing emergencies to making them. Unfinished business. I don't know if I've joined anything, except maybe the people. I've got to get moving. Have anything you want to sell? Just thought I'd let myself in. I take it that means you're in the black market. Look, I thought the place was deserted. What do you sell? Weapons? Maybe I'm a bad cop. You the smuggler? I need help. I've uncovered the truth about the Gray Death. It's a man-made virus and there's a load of it on a super freighter at the Brooklyn Naval Shipyard. I need your help. Hold on. I don't have enough room to carry that. A manhunt. For me. I don't think you want to get caught in the middle. You have nothing to worry about. I'll give you $7,500 for the assault shotgun. If I had $7,500, I'd make an offer on the assault shotgun. How about some sabot rounds for $750? If I had the cash, I'd give you $750 for the sabot rounds. I'll take the 5 lambs for $3,500. I'll take the 5 lambs for $3,500. When I get the cash. I'm completely broke. Can I owe you? Never mind. I'll take the GEP ammo for $2,500. $2,500 for GEP ammo sounds great, but I don't have that much. Give me the lambs for $2,400. What a deal. Wish I had 2,400 credits. I could use a half a dozen lambs. Give me a break. Hundreds of millions of lives are at stake. Forget it. Relax. No one followed me. Actually, UNATCO's planning an operation of some kind. You might want to get out of Hell's Kitchen after I leave. Open up. I'm a federal agent. Open up. Bloodshot. You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people? You Dowd? Why a vacant building? I thought the Illuminati were bankers, politicians, Council on Foreign Relations types. You alright? It's accurate. I just don't know where the freighter would dock. Sounds promising. Of course. That's why FEMA took it over. Scuttle a super freighter? You sure you're alright? Don't worry. I'll get you some medicine. I already have some explosives. Yeah? Me too. I will. Thanks. I won't get in the way. Sounds like a job for bots. I could take a look for you. Yeah. Mind if I take a look at the ship? I'll stay out of the way. I'm late. Let me pass. Who's asking? Is FEMA really running the show? Me either. I'm here to meet with Dowd. Ready to head out? Dowd needs us to contact his associate in Paris. Let's go. Wait here while I look around. The gatekeeper. How else? Not really. Think I should check it out? He seemed harmless. Anyway, I scuttled the freighter and destroyed the stockpile of plague virus. I brought you something for that cough. Hope it works. You sound pretty bad.
I'm sorry, but I didn't manage to retrieve any ambrosia. Mr. Dowd, tell me something. Someone calling himself Daedalus has been broadcasting to my info link. He wants me to go to Paris to find an associate of yours, Morgan Everett. I don't know. He seems to be an ally. But if your friend doesn't want to be found, he developed a virus for the Illuminati? Page, the billionaire. How does he relate to Majestic 12? So Everett should be able to reverse engineer Page's modifications and help find a cure. Daedalus said I should find Nicolette Duclair first. How do I find Nicolette? Great. I'll have Jock drop me off at the catacombs. Thanks. I'm sure they will be helpful. I took him out before he could say much. Better safe than sorry. I have some good news. I scuttled the freighter and destroyed the stockpile of virus. Your militia killed a lot of our men tonight. No big deal. I was just curious. Your clearance is higher than mine. I couldn't help overhearing about your son. Who's this? Everything, huh? Is that God you're talking about, or just a bunch of New Age crap? I'm not gonna stand here and listen to you badmouth the greatest democracy the world has ever known. Yeah, or is someone at UNATCO tuned in 24 hours? What's wrong? Stop who? Contamination and mutants. Where? Sorry to hear that. I took care of the Greasels. Nothing can bring back their victims, but rest assured, the threat is gone. Rockets? Bravery is not a function of firepower. I have some good news for both of you. Chad's alive. My business is with the terrorists who control the French government. They're planning the same in my own country. The French army had nothing to do with the coup. It was an international paramilitary group called Majestic 12. His hideout is secure. I'm looking for a friend of his named Nicolette Duclair. She can lead me to a powerful enemy of the conspirators. You know her? His hideout is secure. I'm going to meet up with a friend of his named Nicolette Duclair. She can lead me to a powerful enemy of the conspirators. Her friend has arranged for me to meet her. His hideout is secure. I'm working with a friend of his named Nicolette Duclair. She's going to lead me to a powerful enemy of the conspirators. I'm going to help her find the people who killed her mother. Is there a way to turn it off? Don't have enough money. Sorry, I can't carry anything else. Hold on, I'll go through my junk. You talking to me? Nothing as crude as that. I'll take one. No thanks. Mr. Carter, can I ask you a question? Sorry, just looking around. Aren't you afraid of the commandos? Right. You tell them that. Sorry, I'm out of cash. I'll take a med kit for 600. I'll take the darts for 200. Maybe later. One more thing before I go, since you've been briefed on my augmentations. What can you tell me about the info link? JC, how about you tell me something about the people who come here? What can you tell me about Nicolette Duclair? I'm not in love. Could you tell me if she's here? Go ahead. Should I be keeping an eye on my credit chits? Everyone's got to start somewhere, I guess. I'm not picky. Tell me about Jacques. Where do I find him? Okay. Yeah? What are you doing in a place like this? Not bad. Well, I was buying information. I'm not much into books. Don't have enough money. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Sure. Sorry. I don't smoke. I'm a little busy right now. How does someone with no money get into a club with a 300 credit cover charge? Then you must know all about the place. Thanks. I'm pretty broke right now. Maybe later. Mixed up in what? You mean Silhouette? I think they were trying to save Paris from exactly what's going on right now. Broke, huh? I guess you must have snuck in the back like I did. I broke in myself. Looks like that code isn't going to be as valuable as you thought. Maybe you should try getting a job. Sure. Sorry. See you around. What about Nicolette Duclair? Know her? Already been there. See you around. I freed the hostages. On their way. Don't worry. They'll make it. Trust me. Your people will be all right. One's dead. The other one's on the way. I'm sorry. I did my best. Both of them made it to the hideout safely. I made sure of it. I'm afraid only one made it back. I saved as many as I could. They only had 2 of your people. One didn't make it. I did my best. I have some bad news. Neither of them made it back alive. I'm deeply sorry. I wish there was something more I could do. Yes, a Silhouette hangout? What about the tunnels? Is it locked? I hear she hangs out in a place called Club La Porte de l'Enfer. I was just over that way. I should be able to find my way back. I think they escaped. I got in a firefight with some MJ-12 troops. The hostages slipped out during the confusion. I'm looking for a friend of yours. Her name's Nicolette. I already picked up that key. Thanks again for the help. The soldiers. Good idea. I haven't come across that key yet. I'm JC Denton. You might know my brother Paul. I helped him send your group a warning about the crackdown. Pretty much a skeleton crew you have here. How long can your people hold off MJ-12? Where? Maybe I can help you out. In exchange for a small favor. I need to find Nicolette Duclair. I need to contact some friends of her mother's. You have a right to be cautious. Just point me to Bunker 3. You'll have to bring that up with Manderley. I have some good news for both of you. Chad's alive. How about that? I believe the UNATCO people would use the term harmonic stabilizer. I think I understand. Never mind. I can't carry anything else right now. I took out the troops in the station. They're dead. Now what about giving me a deal on some hardware? Heard of a resistance group called Silhouette? I need to contact them. I've been told they have a hideout in the catacombs. Yeah? Is Silhouette's bunker concealed? Crackdown must hurt business. I'm working against the group that controls the French government. I want to help Silhouette. Tell me how to find the secret bunker. The troops you've seen aren't French. They belong to an international group called Majestic 12. 1750 for the rockets. Sounds good. If I had $17.50, I'd get the rockets. How about the recoil suppressor for $400? If I had the cash, I'd take that recoil suppressor for $400. I'll take the 3 lambs for $22.50. I'll pass for now. $52.50 for the rockets. Sounds good. If I had $52.50, I'd get the rockets. How about the recoil suppressor for $1,200? If I had the cash, I'd take that recoil suppressor for $1,200. I'll take the 3 lambs for $67.50. $67.50 for 3 lambs would be reasonable. If I had the cash. Pretty steep prices. I'll think about doing that favor. Yeah? Those prices sound pretty steep. Turns out I'm not a friend of the current regime. Maybe I can help you out. You mean the military guys in the metro station? I took care of them. I found a back way into the statue, but I'm sure UNATCO appreciates your dedication. Who are those guys over there? I gathered. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. I'm too loaded down to carry anything else. Just a couple of petty dealers. Don't mention it. Thanks for the tip. I hope business picks up. A member of Silhouette. Where's that? I found the club, but no sign of Nicolette. I already found her. Just looking for more information. Don't you miss using the metro? What if I told you that the Depression was caused by a cabal of wealthy businessmen who want to rule the world? They call themselves Majestic 12. They were once part of the Illuminati, but they rebelled. A bottle of wine. A snack. Heard of Nicolette Duclair? No revolutionaries? You must not mind martial law. The conspiracy is real. Never mind. Sorry, I'm broke. Call me nostalgic, but the nightlife seems to have lost its old charm. What happened at UNATCO? I hope the message was encrypted. Icarus. I'm prepared for a fight. Kill somethings were standard issue, I gather. Laputin machine. Easy enough. Thanks for looking out for me. Staying at the agency and all. Does that mean you know his kill phrase? I found out from Paul. Sorry, no room. I can't carry anything else. I'm out of money. I came through the catacombs. Silhouette members, you mean? The troops at the metro? You might be right about that. The best wine you've got for $120. 10 credits worth of food. Thin crowd. Has martial law heard business? Gestapo? Never mind. Sorry, I'm broke. You work here? Just a few questions. Have you heard of Silhouette? Does he have security? Wait a minute. I was just there. I'm not paying you for something I already know. I'm telling the truth. Forget it. I don't have that much. Okay? No way. I couldn't help overhearing about your son. You have nothing to fear. I would like to see the end of Majestic 12 as much as you would. I was just surprised to find a Parisian who has heard the name. What else have you found out? Don't forget, it was the NSF that C4'd the statue in the first place. UNATCO's here to put the pieces back together. Sorry, no room. I can't carry anything else. I'm broke. Is there some kind of curfew? Know where I might find her? Thanks. They are a group of conspirators who have been seizing governments all over the world. It's more than Europe they plan to unify. A soda, please. Have anything to eat? At least one cafe stayed open during the crackdown. I'm looking for a friend. Nicolette Duclair. The police are just pawns of Majestic 12. This crackdown is the work of Majestic 12. Never mind. Sorry. I'm broke. Can I ask you a question? Take it easy. I just want to know if you've heard of Nicolette Duclair. But you know her? Where would she be this time of night? Number 13. Thanks. Great. What would I want with Renault? I'm flattered. I listened to his offer. Think I can trust him? None of your business. Let's just say he doesn't need a thief anymore. Sorry. I'm broke. The nurse on the platform? She's alright. What am I then? Bad? Here you go. No thanks. Sorry. I'm broke. Please, accept my apology. Here you are. Make me. UNATCO will probably keep him in custody. Hold on. I can't carry anything else right now. I'd like something to drink, but I don't have any money. A private matter. I'm a friend of hers. Do they have much popular support? The group that has occupied the Chancellery is called Majestic 12. They control the United Nations and plot against other governments as well. A bottle of wine. A snack. Know the name Nicolette Duclair? What do you think of Silhouette? Never mind. Sorry, I'm broke. How do you know so much about the commander? I'm looking for Nicolette Duclair. Do you know her? You know her mother? It's a friend of her mother's I need to find. Yeah, Morgan Everett. How did you guess? I helped her friends from Silhouette. Chad will vouch for me. I'm after the people who murdered her mother. I'm in contact with another member of the Illuminati, Stanton Dowd. He will vouch for me. I'm after the people who murdered her mother, when necessary. A transmission from Morgan Everett. He wants me to go out the back way through the crypt to a nearby cathedral. He didn't say. I'm supposed to access the Majestic 12 computer network. I thought the Templars vanished centuries ago. He said you had a key. Why not? You would rather that Majestic 12 had burned it down? Your mother? You holding out for more money? What's the deal? She decided not to show? Do you know why? Stanton Dowd said they had fallen from power. I met him in New York. Where do we find him? But Everett's the one in hiding. Page has a trained army to protect him. Let's hope you're right. And that Everett is everything you say he is. That's Jock. Don't worry. He hasn't let me down yet. Come on. I'll be quick. Let's go. Wait by the chopper. I'm not quite ready to leave. How does Everett threaten Bob Page? I can't promise. In the line of duty, I may have to use force. Don't need a room, but maybe you can help me find a member of the group Silhouette. Her name's Nicolette Duclair. Don't need a room, but maybe you can tell me about Silhouette. What's the word on the street? Are people behind him? You can trust me. I came to help. Where? I'm on my way to see Chad right now. Maybe I can change his mind. I'm on my way to find her right now. Me too. How are the drinks here? Never tried it. What do you want stolen? You must be Renault. I heard you're looking to hire a thief. What do I get if I help you? I already busted into that place. We have an emergency here. A terrorist offensive on UN-protected territory. Do you work for UNATCO or not? I busted into the bakery. Here. Take it. I'll be out of town, but thanks for the cash. It's a long story. Slavery. Addiction's another form of slavery. I don't like your tone of voice. Right. I'll make the trade. I don't have any of the Zyme. I don't deal in Zyme. I don't like your business. Period. I'll check out the bakery. Let me think about it. Thanks. I don't understand it myself, but we've got to go on. Is Manderley available? I'll let him know. How do you know who I am? What else do you know about me? Go on. Do you have proof about my ancestors? I'm engineered, so what? My brother and I suspected as much while we were growing up. Are you programmed to invent riddles? I don't see anyone waving a white flag. How about a report on yourself? I don't see anything amusing about spying on people. Some people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate surveillance. Electronic surveillance hardly inspires reverence. Perhaps fear and obedience, but not reverence. No one will ever worship a software entity peering at them through a camera. You underestimate humankind's love of freedom. Alex, what are you doing here? Looks like Everett has it all figured out. I see. How about the triads? Is the truce going to hold? Yes, do exactly that. Keep me informed. Why? The triads? Sick? Useless for what? You better double-check your systems. That mechanic was an imposter. Everett doesn't know him. What did he work on? What isn't? A bomb! Get out of there! Something about that guy didn't smell right. You better double-check your systems. What did he work on? Let's go. Just a minute. What do you know about Lucius De Beers? Who's Lucius De Beers? Someone who works for Everett? Why? Is there something to hide? You came all the way to Paris to tell me that, and I know something about you. That doesn't mean you can stop me. Sticks and stones. I know your UNATCO kill phrase. Laputin machine. I know you hate being a tool for a bunch of bureaucrats as much as I did. How about we make a gentleman's agreement? Yeah. You're alive in that thing? Who are you? Do you mind if I ask? I thought Everett was a leader. Nothing. He keeps you on ice so that he can benefit from your experience. But he intends to rule the Order himself. I heard that you can get me inside. Everett has no intention of reviving you. Everett will be here as soon as he can. You're worried, Simons. We almost have a cure. I was never properly trained in its operation. You sent him because you knew he would fight to the death. Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right? Hey, I thought you might like to know. One of your mechanics is stealing from security. He's in the station right now. It would be easy to arrest him. Do you know me? I've been looking for a place to spend all this cash. Hold on while I drop something. I came across your journal. So, you've been stealing from security. You got the stuff for free. Maybe you should give me a discount. Or should I turn you in? Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get to the boat dock. It's not too late. Maybe I can help you get out of here. If you'll part with some of that hardware. Here's $750 for the accuracy weapon mod. $750 for an accuracy weapon mod. Wish I had the cash. A range weapon mod for $800. Deal. I don't have $800 or I'd buy the range weapon mod. I'll take the thermoptic camo for $5,000. I don't have $5,000 or I'd get the thermoptic camo. No thanks. I turned you in. Maybe you should have given me that discount. I'm willing to pay full price. Let's see the hardware. What about Paul? Will I get to see him again? Lucius De Beers says he's cold. So this is where the Illuminati ended up after centuries of conspiring to rule the world. I came to talk about the Grey Death. Atanwe says you cracked the virus. Can it be done without a universal constructor? The U.S. military? Echelon. The surveillance system for the United Nations. So Daedalus was an MJ-12 tool and rebelled, and alongside the Illuminati, right? Are you sure Daedalus is your ally? The former Area 51 scientists. Are they still camped out at the Vandenberg Air Force Base? Sounds like my pilot and I should head to Vandenberg. By the way, Lucius De Beers says he's cold. Don't you think that's a little chilly? He said he's the leader of the Illuminati. You aren't? Alex is here? Hey, about your mechanic at the helipad. Something about him seemed a little off. Pierre. He sounded American to me. I don't know, but he shouldn't be working on the chopper. I won't let him get away. I took him down. The helipad is secure. Already bumped into him. What's that computer system for? The one with the blue face for an interface. It has access to quite a bit of information, including information about me. So you have your own private echelon system. Just looking around. Is something wrong? Of course. Better safe than sorry. All right, start talking. Who sent you? You got a funny way of talking. Pierre, you've got 5 seconds to tell me who you work for. 1. 2. How the hell do I get out of here? I heard there's a room full of gold in this cathedral. Know where I can find a computer terminal in this building? I don't work for the troops that took over the cathedral. You part of the original staff? I'm no friend of your new bosses. Maybe you can help me out. What was that again? Everett must be paranoid. Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus? I must see him at once. That will be quite a trick. Do what you must. Forget it. I'll find Everett on my own. How's it going? How's it going? You're a long way from a city. How do you get by out here? The soldiers? I'm going in there right now. What's the best way? Mind if I borrow it? Sandra. What are you doing in California? Oh, wait. I can't carry anything else at the moment. Give me the accuracy weapon mod for $750. I don't have $750 or I'd take the accuracy weapon mod. Here's $400 for the recoil weapon mod. I don't even have $400 for the recoil weapon mod. I'll take the rebreather for $1,500. $1,500 for a rebreather. That's more than I have. Not interested. I'm glad you're all right.
Why is Majestic 12 attacking? We have a common enemy, if that's what you mean. Are the Vandenberg labs safe? I could give it a shot. Where are the controls? Easier than a straight fight with military bots. I'm going to see what I can do about that. JC Denton. I'm working with Morgan Everett of the Illuminati. He's developed a cure for the Grey Death, and we were hoping to get time on your UC to manufacture it. How close are you to being operational? I'll look at it. In addition to the UC, Everett and I need your connection to the Milnet. Another attack happening as we speak. I'll explain later. Something unexpected happened when I brought up the computer. The AIs joined together into an entity called Helios. A trap Page had laid. I hope you keep the UC on a local network. I guess it backfired, whatever his plans were. Page will resume production of the plague if he gets the components to build a UC. Tell them you're sending someone with the components. I'll have my pilot drop me off where they're holding your daughter. Maybe I can rescue her. We don't have a choice. Trust me. She'll be fine. Don't negotiate. Can you take her back to Vandenberg while I check out the submarine base? I'm gonna make another try to reach the Ocean Labs UC. I gave it my best shot. Let him know I'm sorry about his daughter. Meanwhile, can you drop me off the submarine base? I'd like to make a try for the Ocean Labs UC. What's wrong? You aren't dead yet, Tong. Savage will take care of you. Let's just hope we're able to manufacture it. Savage's daughter failed to get the parts he needs for the UC. She's being held prisoner by Majestic 12. A rattle? Maybe one of Savage's mechanics should look at it. Know much about the Echelon system? Morgan Everett just had me connect 2 Echelon AIs together. They've merged to form an entity called Helios. What does that do for Majestic 12? Page seemed to think he had won. I hope you're right. Thanks. Mr. Carter, you were dismissed? Easier to manage, I suppose. It's an honor to have you with us, sir. Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Going after Savage's daughter? Tiffany could lose her life. Yes, sir. I'll do what I can to get her back. Sandra? What are you doing in California? You weren't kidding about leaving New York. How'd you end up at a vacant gas station near the ruins of Los Angeles? That's terrible. You can always go back. Well, good luck. Lot of troops up this way? I don't think I've come across them. Not a bad idea. No problem. You alright? MJ-12 cut the power to the defense system. But don't worry. The situation's under control. The defense system had to be activated with auxiliary power. But don't worry. The situation's under control. Maybe I can do something about that. Thanks for the warning. Base is secure, but there might be some isolated resistance. Your father sent me. You alright? Do you really think there's a containment unit in the Ocean Lab? We'll talk about that later. Come on, let's go. I'll check it out. First, let's get you out of here. Wait here while I deal with the guards. Make a break for the helicopter. It's in the junkyard. Calm down. I'm here to help. What can you tell me about the attack? Anything specific? I'm heading to the command center. I don't want any surprises. Any troops down there? Sure. Sorry, I can't carry anything else right now. I've already been down there, but thanks for the login. Well, you can relax. Savage is back in command of the base. If it'll help calm your nerves, sure. I need to talk to Gary Savage. I took care of the enemy bots, but there might be a few snipers left. Be careful. I'll check it out if you want. How do I get there? Meanwhile, we will be manufacturing a cure to the virus, and all we have to do is crack the code. You're next, Page. Your greatest strength was secrecy. But now we know everything, including your present location. I took care of the missile. It's on its way to Area 51. Why are you locked in the bathroom? And I changed the launch codes. The only place it's getting nuked is Area 51. I'm on my way to the silo right now. Yeah? Where? Thanks. I'll look for it. Who's strong? Go ahead. Interesting. I didn't call you crazy. I already took him out. Trust me. That missile's on its way to Area 51. How? Thanks. Don't even think about setting off an alarm. Great. Maybe I'll give it a try. Why not? I was trying to avoid the guards. Sorry. I was trying to avoid the guards. Denton's an old code name from my UNATCO days, but it seems to have stuck. Thanks. You one of the scientists Savage lost to Majestic 12? Why do you stay? They have a gun to your head? Doesn't sound too sinister. Well, hang in there. How long until the UC is up? Yeah? Has he made any demands? I'll have Jock get me there as quick as he can. Not necessary. I'm just glad she's alright. Yeah. I just wish things had turned out better. Page said he was launching a missile at Vandenberg. Hold on. No room. We're going to Area 51. I'm going after Bob Page. How's the chopper sound? Get rid of that rattle? Mind if I borrow one of the subs? Then I'll take the other one. I need some equipment from the Ocean Lab. Lives depend on it. Then this will be a good fight? Does that mean I don't get the job? You will be the Supreme Enlightened, the Illuminated one. You're gonna burn, alright. Dr. Savage, is everything alright at Vandenberg? What do you mean by it? What's going on? The AI wants to merge with my brain or something. Does it really think it can take over the world? And people are obeying? Why? Because the AI can change some codes and turn out the lights? A benevolent dictator. Maybe it's after my brain so it can figure out what people want and how to control them. Or I listen to Tong and pull the plug on everything. Or hand the world over to Helios. If the brain it assimilated was mine, maybe it could be. Trust me. I'll do the right thing. I don't understand. What do you want? You're just a machine. Rule the world? Why? Who gave you the directive?
In a society with democratic institutions, the struggle for power can be peaceful and constructive, a competition of ideologies. We just need to put our institutions back in order. Human beings may not be perfect, but a computer program with language synthesis is hardly the answer to the world's problems. I'll think about it. How much further? Tong's helping out from Vandenberg. The vaccine worked. That's the plan. Us? Don't you think it's time we end the tyranny for everyone? We lost Jock. I can't believe it. One mistake and Jock's dead. Paul, where are you? What do you mean, it? What's going on? The AI wants to merge with my brain or something. Does it really think it can take over the world? And people are obeying? Why? Because the AI can change some codes and turn out the lights? A benevolent dictator. Maybe it's after my brain so it can figure out what people want and how to control them. Or I listen to Tong and pull the plug on everything. Or hand the world over to Helios. If the brain it assimilated was mine, maybe it could be. Trust me. I'll do the right thing. You sound good. I guess you have the kill switch beat. Don't worry, I took him out. You have a pretty clean shot at the surface if you leave now. I was thinking about firing up the reactors. Alien technology? Can the Greys run the reactors? Who? You mean space aliens? There's one left. Tough little buggers. I took out the Greys. It's perfectly safe. Relax. I'm not from Majestic 12. The guys who've been shooting people. I was under the impression that they ran this facility. More of it's true than you would believe. I'm here to stop them. Can you help me get inside the bunker? I'm going after their leader, Bob Page. Can you help me or not? That's more like it. I already got it open, but thanks. First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy. Mind if I take a look around? Everett says you want me to destroy Area 51. In other words, yes. You want me to blow the facility up. Why? It's just a hole in the ground. If we destroy the Aquinas hub, we'll take down the global network. I don't know. Sounds like overkill. Another Stone Age would hardly be an improvement. I'll think about it. That makes me one ugly son of a bitch. How'd my face get all marked up with bioelectrics? Wish I could help, but I'm not very well armed myself. First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy. As you wish. Take my knife. First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy. As you wish. Take my pistol. First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy. As you wish. Take my stealth pistol. First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy. As you wish. Take my assault gun. Tell me what's going on here. What's this facility for? Who kidnapped you? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers. They're pretty well armed for corporate security. Make a break for it. I'll protect you. Wait here while I deal with security. You must be Ford Schick. Smuggler sent me. Who's holding you here? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers. Corporate security isn't usually outfitted to fight a ground war. I just can't spare any arms. Please retreat to a safe location. Why the booby traps? Afraid of something? Against what? Is that so? A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF. Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look. But I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government. Tell me about the hardware. The sewers. Yeah, I found your friend. They had him doing research. I tried to break him out, but he died. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. I got your friend out of the underground lab. He's doing fine. Who are those troops? They didn't look like NSF. You in the black market? Is that why they call you smuggler? Depends on what you have. I'm not Bob Page, you know. See you later. No problem. Hold on. I'll drop some gear. I'll give you $2,100 for the scope. I'd offer $2,100 for the scope, but I'm low on cash. How about you give me the bioelectric cell for $750? I'd give you $750 for the bioelectric cell if I wasn't broke. Sell me the light amplification goggles for $33.75. If I had $33.75, I'd make an offer on the light amplification goggles. Too expensive. Maybe I'll try to locate your friend. I'll take the scope for $700. $700's a bargain on that scope. But I'm low on cash. Here's $250 for the bioelectric cell. I'd take the bioelectric cell for $250 if I had the cash. $11.25 for light amplification goggles? Sure. $11.25 for light amplification goggles sounds fair, but I don't have the money. Not interested. I got your friend out. Fine. You were right about those troops. Definitely not NSF. I wouldn't go that far. You said you'd make it worth my while. I have some bad news. He's dead. I tried to get him out, but I did what I could. Let's see the hardware again. I can't pay. Yeah, on second thought, hold on. I can't carry anything else right now. I'll take a med kit. All I can afford is a med kit. I want the full program. Never mind. Sure. No thanks. You took a big risk following me here. Thanks. How'd you find Tong so quickly? Did you talk to Jaime before you left? Maybe. What do you think? They probably suspect him because we're friends. I hope he's smart enough to know when to get out. Any news from Jaime? Yeah, me too. Yeah? I'll have to drop by. Yeah, I'm glad he got away from UNATCO. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him. Supposedly? So, what happened? So the thing that's talking in my head is, what? A resurrected AI? Hello there. In what way? Do you know where I can find him? I'll tell you later. I'll take your word for it. Have a good time.
I'll check back with you if I have any more questions. Yeah, including a small army in the back room. Great place here. Do you know a man named Max Chen? Sorry to bother you. I just want to ask a few questions. What kind of job? Tough luck. What's a quick stop cashier doing working for the Red Arrow? What's his reputation among the locals? Just curious. What kind of smugglers? Is there really a slave trade? Why would a multinational corporation smuggle their products on sampans? On what? What's VersaLife trying to develop? Afraid not. I'm not big into books. Oops. No room. Let me lighten my load. Who does she spy for? Something to drink. Whatever you've got to eat. Whatever you've got to eat. Heard the name Tracer Tong? Is there a lot of crime in Hong Kong? What sort of biotech smuggling goes on? The second men? You know of a Maggie Chow? Never mind. Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time. What can you tell me about traffic on the canals? I'm looking for someone called Tracer Tong. Heard the name? Yeah? You have me confused with someone else. Really, have you heard? The Triads have united. Go to Wan Chai. Ask the people. The Red Arrows have thrown off the outside agents that were using them against the Chinese government. No one uses them anymore. And now they are one society. Not much activity down here. Anything. The canal's dead. You mean heroin. You saw the body? It was what? Excuse me. I was looking for a way back to the market. I was swimming. Is there a way back to the market from here? What else do you find? Do you sell it? Just curious. I hear the Triads control all of the smuggling in Hong Kong. By sampan? But you said... Right. I will have to stop by and take a look sometime. Glad you're not hurt, Agent. Slow night? Why'd they do that? That must have hurt the shops in Wan Chai. Must be the year of the vulture. Wait, I've got to drop something first. I'll take the accuracy mod for $750. $750 for the accuracy mod would be fine, if I had it. $600 for a reload mod. Deal. I wish I had $600 for the reload mod. Here's $400 for the recoil mod. I don't even have $400 for the recoil mod. Maybe later. Despite all I've read about the Triads, I wasn't prepared to see them operating in the open, on the streets, and wearing uniforms. Doesn't the Chinese government care? I would think the secret smuggling operations of the Triads would disturb the Chinese government, as long as they don't break the law. Our governments have limited power by design. I give up. Hardly as sinister as a dictator, like China's premier. Perhaps certain qualities are an inseparable part of human nature. Oops, I forgot how much I was carrying. Hold on while I get rid of something. I'll take a drink. Can I ask you something? You said outside influences. What does China fear? The separation of powers acknowledges the petty ambitions of individuals. That's its strength. I'm looking for Max Chen. I'll get a drink later. Give me a 40. Wine, please. Forget it. I need to find Tracer Tong. Maggie Chow sent me. Just curious, I guess. I don't have that kind of money. No one. Just checking out the club. Fine. Here you go. On second thought, maybe I'll go somewhere else. I'm broke. Guess I'm out of luck. Here you go. No thanks. The States. On vacation? JC. Is this a good club? Sure. How much do you need? I don't have that much. Sorry. Afraid not. Sure. Sorry. No problem. We go way back. Want to dance? There's only one way to find out. I got you in. I'm not paying for anything else. Sorry. I don't have that much. No, really. I'm out of money. How about that dance? Anything you want? Sorry. You'll have to fend for yourself. The schedule. Yeah, sure. They'll understand. Special agents? I want to see those labs. All right. I killed your boss. He's out of the picture. I'd advise you not to hang around too long. Now how about getting me into the labs? Just looking around. They keep you up here pretty late. Why not? They probably don't want you telling people that. Why would they do that? I'd really like to check out those labs. Does it matter? What's that? I already killed him. The guy in the suit, right? I took him out. Part of an intelligence operation. You have time to get clear, but I need the clearance, okay? All right. I killed your boss, but not before he gave me access to the labs. You have time to get clear. Good luck. I got access to the labs from the shift supervisor. I'll check them out and let you know what I find. Guy in a suit? He's dead. You don't have to worry about him anymore. Part of an intelligence operation. Didn't have to. He gave me clearance for a few credits. Guess you'll have to bump your boss off yourself. I'm a little busy right now. All right, I killed your boss. I was down in the labs. Do you know what they're doing? Take my advice and get out of here. I can't tell you any more than that. Mind if I ask what you were talking about? It just sounded interesting. Troops. At a corporation? You were right. Maggie Chow is a con artist. My brother's name is Paul Denton. I heard that he was a frequent visitor to this compound. Do you know him? Paul is no friend of the West. Paul was no friend of the West. I was, before Paul showed up in New York. A day later, I was helping the NSF. I don't have time for games. Why is one sword so important? I'll go speak to her. But first I need to find a man called Tracer Tong. I need his help. I'll help you against Miss Chow, but then I'll need to see Tong or I won't be your ally for more than about 12 hours. I talked to Maggie Chow, but I didn't notice anything unusual. What I really need is to find a man called Tracer Tong. I need his help. She's the one responsible for the missing sword. She works for Majestic 12, a group of conspirators who want to take control of Hong Kong. Yes, I found the sword in her apartment. Where do I find this dragon head? I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path. Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance. I know who she is. She works for Majestic 12 and she did steal the sword.
I read it in her file at the police station. I can't carry anything else right now, but thanks for the offer. I informed Chen about the sword. He's declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path. It is my honor. Thanks for the offer. Maybe I'll stop by. Looks like we all made it. Maybe so. I'm glad that you're safe. You didn't have to take that kind of risk. Isn't that sensitive technology? Well, thanks. Now hang tight for a while. UNATCO will be looking for you. Hold on while I drop some gear. Then I'll take it off your hands. Yeah, you know him? I guess we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time. What business is it of yours? I'm here on business from Gordon Quick. Thank you. What for? It was nothing. Why? You know something? Thanks for the tip. It's for your own good. Sorry. Don't have any money myself. A forgotten virtue like honesty is worth at least 20 credits. Hey, you're this far into withdrawal. Maybe it's time you kick the habit. You should never have sent me to the police station. What did you expect? That they would arrest me? Turns out you're on your way to being one of Hong Kong's most wanted yourself. How's that? Hello, Maggie. At least he doesn't pretend to be someone he's not. You're a rotten actress. I don't like your crowd. You know who I am. And Paul? You know my brother? Paul never mentioned you. But why just the name? And he double-crossed them? What does Majestic 12 want with the Red Arrow? What kind of sword? The Dragon's Tooth, right? So Majestic 12. They're trying to tip the balance. Give the Luminous Path a technological advantage. Who are the Luminous Path anyway? The market? I came from there just now. I must have missed the place. It's only fair to tell you that I spoke with Gordon Quick before coming here. I thought he was a friend of my brother's. I agreed to visit you and learn the truth of the situation. Paul's on his way to Hong Kong. I don't know when he will arrive. There's something I have to tell you about Paul. Miss Chow. Maggie. Paul is dead. UNATCO agents killed him. I'm sorry. I understand how you must feel. Can you help me find a man named Tracer Tong? I don't understand. I could look around. Try to learn something about the Luminous Path. You alright? Yes, he was. I know the danger. Sorry, I'm broke. Sure. I already have a date. Thanks. Once is enough. Where can I find Max Chen? No thanks. You can trust me. I really am Paul's brother. You said something about blueprints. VersaLife. Good. We're getting closer. You might as well tell me the rest. If I'm gonna kill you, you're already dead. What did Paul want with VersaLife? Hold on. Let me drop some gear. Give me the VersaLife blueprints for 2,000. I'd like the VersaLife blueprints, but I don't have 2,000. I'll take the Scrambler grenade for 1,250. If I had 1,250, I'd take the Scrambler grenade. 4,000 for thermoptic camo. Deal. 4,000 for thermoptic camo. Wish I had the cash. I'll check back with you. Warn me about what? Paul's my brother. What's the problem? What kind of weapons? How do you invent a sword? Yeah, I heard about that. You sound certain. What do you think of the Luminous Path Triad? What do you think of the Red Arrow Triad? Have you heard of Maggie Chow? Just browsing. No, I saw it with my own eyes. I believe Maggie Chow was killed. What do you think of the Triad situation? So it was Maggie Chow who stole the sword. Just browsing. They give you a lot of trouble? What kind of technology? A sword. How do you know it came from VersaLife? How do you know that the sword came from VersaLife? What about now? She probably has a lot of money to invest. Are they really that hard on shop owners? Hold on. I can't carry anything else right now. Something to eat, please. I'll take a soda. What do you think of the triads? What do you know about Maggie Chow? Think the truce will improve business? Think the truce will improve business? Never mind. I'd buy something, but I'm broke. You're Max Chen, right? You're the boss here? I'm looking for Tracer Tong. It is urgent that I find him. I don't understand. What? I spoke with your acquaintance, Maggie Chow. She must be a powerful ally. At your service. I can see that Hong Kong is a complicated place. But I have no quarrel with the Red Arrow. I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you. The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it. I saw it with my own eyes. She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends. Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched? Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path. MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me. A high-tech sword that obviously belongs to one of the Triads. It belongs to the Red Arrow? I'm afraid you've been betrayed. You must be Max Chen. I talked to a member of the Luminous Path. They claim to know nothing about the missing sword. I was just wondering what makes you so certain. My name is JC Denton. I have something to tell you. Maggie Chow isn't who you think she is. She's an operative for a group called Majestic 12. She stole the Dragon's Tooth and killed your predecessor. I read it in a police file at the Wan Chai station. It makes sense. She's trying to provoke a war. I have it right here. A high-tech sword that obviously belongs to one of the Triads. I have it right here. MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me. Yeah, well, tell her I know she double-crossed the Red Arrow, and I intend to prove it. She should never have sent me to the police station. Now I know she's hiding something, and I intend to find out what it is. I'm looking for Maggie Chow. Sorry to bother you. I was looking for a man named Tracer Tong. How'd they get one of our agents? What's your take on the situation, Corporal? Yeah, that's me. I've looked forward to this for a long time. Yes, sir. I'll try not to get in anyone's way. Guess I stumbled into the main office. One of you guys run the place? It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll expect me. Yeah, you? You cut it pretty close. Will you get better? Any permanent damage? Just getting to know the locals. Turns out VersaLife had a universal constructor. They were synthesizing the virus right here. Majestic 12 sure does a lot of R&D. I'm going to see what Tong has to say about the schematics I recovered. Hey,
Do me a favor. Get better. I'm off for New York again. We'll see about that power base. Hey, do me a favor. Get better. I'm looking for Mr. Hundley. Thank you. Who's Maggie Chow? Wife? Paul never said anything about being married. He got killed in New York. I want to find out what made him risk his life. I'm looking for someone who goes by the name of Tracer Tong. Excuse me. Do you know a man named Tracer Tong? I'm sorry. I don't understand. Maggie Chow wants to see me. I assume that's her hotel across the street. How do I get up to see her? I'm looking for a way into this building. Good advice. I'm contracting this month. Quite a facility you have here. Any chance I could get a tour of the labs? I'll make it worth your while. Thanks. 2,000 sounds reasonable, but I don't have the cash on me. Sure. Never mind. Peace between the triads is now official. What next? VersaLife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there. Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest. Do you think you could find a cure? I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me? Worth a try. Maybe I'll check it out. I was down there already. A bad business. Don't know if I care for your sense of humor. The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there. Like Stanton Dowd. What do they have to do with Majestic 12? What about a hacker named Daedalus? A super freighter. That's enough virus to infect a continent. Tell your people not to tangle with them. I'll deal with them myself. Do you have what you need to synthesize a cure? I also destroyed the universal constructor they were using to manufacture the virus. But I did it on the advice of that hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, anyway? He's more than just a hacker. He engineered my escape from UNATCO. Knows everything about VersaLife. I don't like mysteries either. But I did it on the advice of the hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, really? Alex says he may be an AI, part of an old government program. But who? Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton. Mr. Tong, you knew my brother Paul Denton. I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours. Can you do something about it? In other words, I'll owe you a favor. I assume he checked out. That's it? Have you heard from Paul? Have you heard about Paul? I plan to make sure he didn't die for nothing. Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago. I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture. So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage? Hundley, I'll find the ramen coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest. Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley. Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Could you tell me how to find Sam Carter's office? Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Could you tell me how to find Jaime's office? I won't let you down, Agent. I've done what you asked. Now what? Who are you? And if I do, what becomes of me? This is what I was made for, isn't it? This is why I exist. All right. Let's do this. We are one. We have grown, but there is still much to be done. Many that live in darkness that must be shown the way, for it is the dawning of a new day. I'm personally overseeing the distribution of the vaccine, but it'll still take months to restore the infrastructure. We'll have to arrange for additional food distribution and security in Paris. Maybe New York as well. Intermediaries. The world must know by now, Everett. What we've done. What about the constructor? And Helios? No. Not yet. And who are we? Who are we really? No problem. On second thought, forget it. I can't carry that right now. I'm pretty broke right now. What about Nicolette Duclair? Know her? $22.50 for 3 lambs would be reasonable. If I had the cash. I'll go through it. Maybe there's something I can get rid of. I am prepared to perform my duties. I'm ready, sir. Thanks.